This time on Blake Builds, we redefine our company philosophy.
Chris, build it right and have a big old argument in the process.
We make the switch to an agile project management scheme.
There's no timings. We don't do timings. We're not going to do timings anymore.
And Evan comes across some Cellpave he really doesn't like.
Just want it to be right, mate.
When we started this project, we always knew that the service yard was going to be a big chunk of it, and it was going to be an important focus for us because I desperately did not want a concrete yard. In hindsight, I think that it's been more work and more trouble than we thought, and that's because of this multi-layered approach, which gives us attenuation in the bottom in this 420. And we are just finishing that off in this episode. You'll see us go from membrane to 420 to the Terram 6mm and then Cellpave HD. And now here for me in my happy place in the digger with the tilt rotator, demonstrating the permeability of our 420.
So here we are back at it, still in the service yard, but this is a demonstration, I suppose, as well as emptying some water out, of how well this attenuation works. So this 420 is designed to let water in. As you pour it on it just disappears. It goes down to the trench below, into the perforated pipe below, and then away to our pump chamber. That's that 30% void element that is within this. So you can see that I poured that all in there. This is now running down into this trench. That's going down into that perforated pipe, running along here. That's now actually running through there. Through this one is here. And that's designed to have some water sat in it all the time. Into the tank that we saw float, if everybody remembers that. Down here. And that will go through that 46mm orifice control valve and into this chamber. Today we're working on the service yard and tomorrow we'll be working on the service yard.
To the point, I like it.
That's not what you wanted.
No, it is actually.
Look
Why
at
not?
me.
Why not? You're working in the service yard. Every
You've heard
day's
the song.
service yard day.
Yeah, you've heard the song Every Day We're Shuffling. Yeah. Well, we're office yarding. So we're going to neaten this trench up after break. We're going to roll this membrane over, all the way over, weld this joint here so it's all sealed up. Then we've got more perforated pipe, another manhole to drop in. We're then actually going to roll back the membrane from the very end and just peel off the top sort of 3 or 4 inches at that end because it's gone really soft. Everywhere else seems to be hard, but it's gone a bit mucky. We might even put a bit of tight one on there and whack it to get it right. Then we'll put the membrane down on it, and then it's 420 ahoy. We're going to move that pile over there in here, along with another 450 odd tons that's on order, that's making its way as we speak.
A lot of tonnage.
A lot of tonnage.
And so timings then, membrane and that white fabric and also...
There's no timings. We don't do timings. We're not going to do timings anymore.
But that gives me some dramatic music to cue. Will they or won't they?
We're doing it to a standard, not to a timeline.
That's nice. Yeah, I like that.
Will they do it properly? Yes.
Or won't they?
Or won't they do it? No, that's even worse, isn't it? You don't want to say that.
You will see the curvy line here, which is actually a metal edge. It's actually called a metal edge, and it's just basically 6mm steel sheet set into a concrete base. And this is the separator between the Cellpave HD and concrete behind it.
It's beginning to look a lot like concrete.
More ultra flow. Yay!
Following on from last time, you will have noticed us talk about this Cellpave product. We chose this as an alternative to a concrete yard because it has multiple functions. Not only does it create a solid surface for you to run your vehicles on, but it also allows a permeable finish, and it's a recycled product, so it ticks many, many, many boxes. And from Blake builds to, what did he call it again?
These Blake builds, not locks it up.
Locks it up.
This is all the bedding layer, the bedding aggregate, which is slightly smaller. This is 6mm aggregate, this is 20mm aggregate. So you put this down as like the hard base underneath it, and that gives it structural integrity. Then this is what you lay on top of that Terram, this stuff here. Terram geotextile. Terram's just a brand name for this geotextile non-woven sort of sheet. And you lay that on top, and originally it was spec'd to be sand, but we decided we'd probably use this really fine granite material instead. And the pavers sit on there, and it just gives them something to sit into. Ollie's plan is to use the forks, just like we did with the swale, to pick the pavers up, and then we'll take them off the pallets and lay them down as we go. What we've done is we set these. This is what's called screeding. So this is a screed rail. It's just an aluminium rail. It's 38mm, and the bedding layer wants to be between 20 and 50mm really. So we've got these rails, and this sets the height for this bedding layer. So you pour in, you set these rails with the laser, you pour this stuff in, and then just like we did with the concrete, we pull a layer off, and it pulls it off to this level. We've compacted it all beforehand, and there's only so much that you can compact this stuff because there's no fines in it, which means there's no dust or anything. It's just solid material. And then you sit the pavers on top like that, and then you fill the pavers in with this as well, and that just gives it a real sturdy sturdy makeup. So it's just like Lego really.
Like a jigsaw, a fun jigsaw.
A really fun jigsaw that's really difficult to do and extremely expensive. The boys have done loads of block paving before, which is entirely different to this. So it's going to be a case of probably for the next couple of days having a play with it, figuring out what works, figuring out what doesn't work. And yeah, just persevering really. We've got a concrete haunch under there, but when we pulled the concrete off, the first couple of bays we were quite good at keeping that haunch clean, because it needs to be the depth of the pavers basically in order for it to sort of sit on a bit of a shelf. But then as time went on, we got a bit more lax with it, and we never cleaned off this concrete. So as you can see here, got like big chunks. So Nick's going around with the SDS, just breaking all of that off so that they'll sit nice and flush on there, because it's all a bit scraggly and horrible. That's a technical phrase. Scraggly and horrible.
There's a man who likes to screed. Imagine if we make it fit perfectly, and then in the summer it all just expands and pops up like.
That'd be annoying, wouldn't it?
It would be slightly annoying, wouldn't it?
What I'd say is, I'd go, oh
dear, oh bother.
Oh well.
What a shame that is.
What a bore.
I'll tell you what, we'll get the main contractor to come back and put it right. Oh wait.
Oh, it's us. The client's furious. Oh wait, it's you. Did you just ask me to consult the manufacturer's instructions?
I know. Well, we are doing wrong, but you know.
Well, if you go back to the tank floating episode, I think there's a famous line from you there.
What?
Don't listen to the instruction manual, because you wanted to put more in, didn't you?
Yeah.
You went, use manual.
User manual? Oh, I'm not going to follow any instructions anymore, I'm just going to follow my gut.
You said, all right, I'm never reading manufacturer's instructions again.
I think my gut feeling is that we don't do them dead tight when we put them in. I think we'll leave a 25mm gap.
25?
The far side that we'll fill with the fill material and
like
pack
a good
it in.
idea.
And that'll just give us a little bit of gap. A little bit of...
Well, in my 8 minutes of experience in laying block paving, I think that sounds like a fantastic idea.
Don't want to do a sideshow bob.
How do you feel about spiders, Luke?
Not great.
Pull back. You in a way, mate. We've laid some pavers. Didn't like the way that it looked, so we took them back up. Because what are we here to do? We're here to build it right and have a big old argument in the process. So we've been doing this, screeding off. We set the screed rails and we pull off to a certain depth, and then you compact the aggregate down before you lay the pavers on top. And it's ever so difficult to do.
Well, it's not normally so imperative that you get the hardcore to within a 5mm tolerance, but for this you have to, and because of the type of hardcore it is, it's so hard. We screeded this hardcore and then rolled it, and even then
There's deviation in it
There's
because
deviations.
there's no fines in it, and it's the biggest size pieces are 20 mil. So you're going to have variation. If there were fines to fill those gaps in, like you would have in Type 1, it might be a little different. But equally with this bedding layer, there aren't any fines in this either. It's a nice clean aggregate, which is ideal for a permeable paving solution. The water's going to trickle through there lovely. And if you actually look in these manholes, we had a look this morning, the perforated pipe is picking up the water exactly how it should do. So as an attenuation layer, it's fantastic. Again, this finished layer of pavers on is really difficult. They're not flat on the bottom either. They've got these. This paver's been cut because we're going in and around manholes, but they've got these castellations on here. So and this is the bottom. So when you seat these into aggregate, these sink down into the aggregate, the bedding layer, and then it just sort of sits it in place. It's almost like we've got that much experience in doing it.
But none at all.
But also kind of none at all at the same time. So you're trying to apply in the same principles, and yeah, I don't know. It's tricky.
It's all part of the process, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah. So when we do building 2, as we keep saying, when we do building 2, it's going to be amazing.
All part of the process, but we're all aiming towards the same goal, aren't we? And that's
Doing it right.
That's building
Doing
it
it
right.
proper.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is easier said than done. Isn't it?
It's a lot easier said than done, yeah. It'd be incredibly annoying if we come to work and every time we come in we go, really wish I'd redone that bit that we did wrong to start with.
Yeah. And it's not like you can just close the service yard of a logistics completely down.
Let's just close the service yard, stop all the deliveries because this is the main entrance into this yard, and let's take 2 weeks to redo this bit.
I don't think I can even joke about doing that. This is like the steel frame though. This is like, not that we had any issues with the steel frame at all, but this is like the steel frame. I was saying how, it's going to all look amazing. And there were things that we had to change, and it never goes to plan, does it?
Things always change, don't they?
And I handle that really well. So we've got the laser set. 20 down.
Down 16. Down 20. I think you're quite high along here, look. Yeah. Up 5.
Down 5.
Up 5. Keep going. Bit more. Lovely job.
I think we might be low all the way down here.
Do you want some more? I think we're low all the way along that edge, aren't we? That's good. It's low, 8 mil. Up 12.
Give me a little measurement of this side, please, mate. Now we're looking. Perfect.
It's good. It's a bit low here, though. That's good. That's good.
All right.
Yeah. Up 15 there.
I mean, if anyone's watching, then that's fitted this before or installed this sort of product before, it's really interesting to know. There's any tricks in the trade that we're not aware of or anything like that.
The concrete version is quite common, isn't it?
Yeah. We've seen those around quite a lot. Usually they have grass growing through, and you could have that with these, but because this is a rubberized product, it would be, it's interesting to see if people have done it before and what they might recommend. We're all ears. the inaugural laying. It doesn't look very square at all, doesn't it? I so hope this is going to work. I can't stress to you enough how much I want it to work. Although they are all machined to be absolutely perfect, they're a flexible product, so you're always going to get some sort of variation. It's going to look great when it's done.
Oh, thanks.
It does feel like they're fitting in better. Before, it felt like every other one was kind of running out a bit. If I just pick one up that's not going to fit, it's got to be something to do with the way we're laying them. I find it really hard to believe that there's variance in the product because it's all machined.
It's across there, but not that bit, and then down there, that's staying. Lovely.
Check your lines. God, that looks so much straighter, right, than yesterday. I reckon if you stuck a line down that, there'd be no deviation. We set a mark from down there at 400 off that curve, just like a nominal figure, because we're going to put some cuts in down here, because we can't lay these blocks to that, because that curb edge isn't square with this. It runs out ever so slightly. So it's not as simple as just running them up here and it'll fit here. Yeah. So we set 400 out from there just as like a nominal figure. It means we've got a nice big slice of paver in there. Then we set a mark here and you measure 3 metres out down this way, 4 metres up that way, and you set a mark on the line, and it should equal 5 metres between here and there. And if it does, then you know you've got it square, sort of thing. And then you can check it with actual mechanical square, which we've got here. You've seen the big fold-out ones that we've used, haven't you? Yeah. So yeah, that's how we've set it.
So GCSE maths comes in handy after?
Yeah, something like that. I think I've absolutely butchered Pythagoras' theorem as well, but that's roughly right, I think. Yeah, a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
These look cracking, don't they? Are you happy?
Yeah, I am, but not yet. Not till it's done.
It's amazing how much they compress like that.
Not till it's filled and properly waxed and at the proper level. Because at the minute, we're still halfway through the finishing bit. It's got another layer of fill to go. It's got another roll to do. Sorry, I sound really downbeat all the time. It's just so nerve-wracking doing this because, like I say, we've already got all of the stuff. We've already spec'd it all. We've already spent a load of money on having it engineered and designed. So it just has to work now. Because
it's nothing the cartoon mallet can't sort out.
Yeah, the comedy mallet. Luke's just showing me how much we've done compared to how much we've got left to do. It's broken my will on Friday.
This is the live drone shot.
This is now, and this is everything we've got to do.
Mate, you're going to absolutely smash it out of the park.
That sucks. That sucks so bad.
Morning.
Bit of a foggy one.
It's not nice. Very cold.
What's going on here then?
Well,
how you getting on?
Slowly.
Yeah.
We're having to measure each one because, as it turns out, they vary in size quite a lot.
Oh.
Some of them are 400 mil wide and they go down to 390, so it's a discrepancy of 10 mil. So ones here are kind of 390 size,
Yeah.
but then the ones here are say 395.
Right.
So as they start to add up, the gap will get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It could be a compounding issue. So as you get further along the run, it gets worse and worse. I've noticed it before when I've used recycled plastic deck frames.
Yeah.
They move a lot depending on the temperature because of the material, because it's plastic.
Yeah.
They kind of expand and contract a lot.
Ah, okay.
So it might be because it's really cold. So they're fully exposed and they've got cold and contracted, and these are kind of in a pack, a bit more sheltered. It could be that when they're made and then when they dry out and cool down, they cool down at different rates because of the plastic in them is slightly different because it's recycled.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
There's also different batches which affects it, so
Just what you need then.
Yeah, we're just having to take a bit of time just to measure each one and kind of select small, medium or large. Which is good fun. As long as you know, it's fine.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Morning. Good
God,
morning.
this is looking good, isn't it? Look at
It's
all
looking
this.
very good, isn't
Wow.
it? Bit frosty this morning, but
Yeah, my will has been reinstated.
Yes, yeah, because last time we saw you, it was a long way to go, and
It was a
now...
broken month, but
if it was all easy, everyone would do it.
yeah, they would. Yeah, it'd be
I'm
nice
still
if it
not
was easy now and
convinced.
again. But
I'm still not convinced it's right now, but there you go.
that's reassuring.
Well, it looks right. Let's have a look. Talk us through.
So this is our Cellpave solution, which we've banged on and on and on about.
Cellpave HD it is.
Yeah.
We're saving that bit down there till the end because that's a nice curvy architectural piece.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do that right towards the end. But if you look over this way,
Yeah.
we've done half the yard. Well, actually, we've done all of the yard, really, because building 1's footprint is captured now. So if we wanted to bring lorries on here and do the operation, do the JIT operation, we can do.
Yeah, just got to finish that bit before the building, finish the building off, put the roadway in, put the rest of the drainage in, finish that bit off, the bit round there, put a few £100,000 worth of cladding on the building, put some power in, infrastructure,
Minor details.
lamp
Minor
posts,
details. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
fenestrations,
Oh,
and openings.
you love that word, don't you?
That's about it.
But I have to say,
So we're nearly
as
there.
a complete layman, I mean, it looks really tight. Do you know
as
what
far
I mean?
as the ground goes, it's
yeah.
pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, really good. I thought, you know, when we were rolling it, I thought it was going to be a lot looser than this, but the
No,
way
it's tightly bound. It's
Yeah.
like interlocking aggregate. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. We've only got that half to do now, so that if we decided to extend building 1 in the future and we build all that bit down there, then we don't have to come back and do the yard. It's all done and
especially
dusted.
while it's fresh. The methodology's
Exactly.
fresh and that.
Yeah. So yeah, many hands making light work. The Cobra's there, posted up. Look.
Where did the Cobra come from? That's
That came-
Ben's nickname, right?
Yeah, it came from my missus because I told her that we had this chap working for us, Ben, and she might know him because
He's a bit of a snake.
We went to well, we've had to dispel that rumour already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's not venomous or anything. He's
No.
like a really nice chap.
I'll give you a demonstration.
Oh, he's driving on it.
Run over the level.
That's brilliant.
But that's the problem we've got.
What is it?
Well, it's going to pull it all out, look.
Oh.
Well, I'm hoping that no one's going to be doing wheel spins on it, but client does what he likes.
It's quite a good live test, isn't it?
I went either side of it, didn't I? It's only a few £100, isn't it? I need to talk to you anyway.
You're about to see the Cobra's venomous side. He nearly ran his level over. Yeah, what was I saying? Ben. Yeah, his last name's Ben. I don't know if you'll want this information. Probably will.
Yeah. It starts with a C and rhymes with Obra.
Long story short,
Yeah.
my missus got his last name wrong and thought he was called Ben Cobra.
Okay. Yeah.
So now we call him the Cobra, which
Oh,
I think is
nice.
quite cool.
Yeah.
I got bollocking for running his level over.
Oh, is it
I didn't, I straddled it, but he
Oh,
was
okay.
panicking.
I was just saying how the Cobra's not venomous, and then he came storming
The
over.
Stabila super duper level.
What's the level between friends, eh?
Jeremy wants a transformer and he was going to take the gator, so I'm just going to pop the transformer to him and then
Okay.
I'll pop back.
We'll say goodbye until next time then, shall we?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
See ya.
See ya. Yeah. Next time on Blake Builds.
I hear it's a hive of activity out here.
It is indeed. There's all sorts going on. Well, 2 new lads started today, which means we can spread out and start doing all sorts of different bits and bobs. And we've also got 2 new subcontractors started today who are working on the purlins. more issues with plants. Hello.
To the one individual watching us on YouTube, hello and welcome back.
You enjoying yourself? Is it exciting watching us?
There's at least 3. Yeah, oh what, us 3?
Yeah.